Hello and welcome to another 6-inch Black Series figure review. I've complained in the past that I've had trouble finding these figures in stores, and that's been a perennial problem for me. But as luck would have it, I was interested in all of the figures that were coming out in this particular wave. So I actually pre-ordered them online and just got a whole shipping box of them that just arrived today. So I'm going to be doing several reviews in the coming days. I'll just be going in numerical order. This one, as you can see on the side, is number 30. Now, of course, this figure comes at a sad time for any Star Wars fan due to the passing of Carrie Fisher. I'm not sure I can say anything that hasn't already been said, but it is definitely sad as a Star Wars fan and just as a human being. And also, there's some uncertainty, too, about what's going to happen with the upcoming episodes of Star Wars. So, yeah. It's going to be a little bit difficult to review this, I think. Well, we'll just plow on through here. There's been a lot of complaints online about this figure and its ugliness. We shall see what we shall see. And now, some people have said that it looks a lot better in hand than it does in photos. So, with that in mind, we'll take a look at this. On the back, as I said, it was number 30. On the back, we have the description of her character. Princess Leia Organa was one of the Rebel Alliance's greatest leaders, fearless on the battlefield and dedicated to ending the tyranny of the Empire. In some sense, it's strange that we've waited so long in this line to get a major character like this. Now, of course, we had the Slave Leia figure, but the main reason we had that one, I think, was because they were going to be releasing Jabba, and they wanted them to go together. And now they're focusing more on sort of the original trilogy, or I guess I should say A New Hope characters, because we're going to be having, spoiler alert, the old Ben figure, which I'll be doing a review of, for example. So a couple of those in the same wave. Doesn't sound like a coincidence. Let's go ahead and open this up and see what she looks like. Hope she's not as bad as some people have said. So here we have the figure out of the package. I guess the thing we need to talk about first of all is the soft goods that they've used. It's always a bit of a conundrum whether to use soft goods or to go with a sort of a plastic cape like they did for Krennic here. I basically think they didn't have any choice in this case, because it wouldn't fit with the rest of the line to have this be entirely plastic, I don't think. But, you can easily go wrong with soft goods, as they did with this Luke figure. I think this one just looks crappy. I don't understand how they thought this was acceptable, quite frankly, because it just looks like he's wearing a thick parka or something. I really want to replace this with something. This, however, on Leia, is much thinner seeming, and doesn't have these big stitches here, so it looks much more appropriate for the size of the figure. However, this hood is a bit of a problem, I think. It really should not be sticking up like this. I mean, she should have a hood, of course, that she wore in A New Hope, but this is getting awfully close to sort of, Grand Dragon, KKK, or even, Gandalf type of, look. It's not great. It should not be sticking up like that. There should be a way to make it sort of down like that. And maybe just putting like a glue dot or something there. I'm going to try that, I think, just to keep it down. And if you can, otherwise shape this, I think it's possible to get it to look decent. Otherwise, this belt is removable. You can, in fact, take this entire outfit off, I guess. I haven't done it. But, for those of you who were wondering, she's wearing boots here. I mean, they're just sculpted to the legs, of course. And she does appear to be wearing underwear, but in fact, it is her entire torso section is made of sort of a white plastic. Makes it look like she's wearing more of a, I don't know, a leotard or something like that. She does come with this blaster that she used on the Tantive, which is apparently how you pronounce her ship's name. And then this is the Stormtrooper blaster that she used on the Death Star. You know, they're about what you would expect. But we are kind of ignoring the elephant in the room, which is her face. There's been a lot of sort of controversy about this face online, on the forums. A lot of people are not too impressed with it. Let's get a closer look and see what you think. Da-da-dun. I will say, first of all, it is not a fantastic Carrie Fisher likeness by any means. But it does... There's something about it, and I don't know how to explain this exactly, but there's something about it that does look better in person than even just as I look at this through the viewfinder of the camera. It does look better. It's not bad. It's not really that bad at all. The paint could be better, especially the eyebrows. On mine, the eyebrows are a little bit sort of, I don't know, they're patchy a little bit, I guess, and they're too, kind of, I don't know, too high, I guess. They should be lower down. The eye paint as well could be better. I do like that they gave her kind of rosy cheeks, though, with a little airbrushing. That's well done. And the lipstick seems about right. In terms of the sculpt, it seems like her cheekbones are a little bit too prominent for Leia at, you know, this time. She had more of a round baby face in A New Hope, which really doesn't seem to be coming through in this figure at all. Still, I mean, there are worse figures for Leia that have been released in the past, for sure. And I'm not too upset about this one. It's nothing to write home about, but it's not an embarrassment either, in my opinion. I do think, you know, in terms of Carrie Fisher likenesses, that the Slave Leia figure is a better one. I don't have one right at hand here, but I always felt that one, especially if it had a better paint job, would really look like Carrie Fisher. And also the Leia as Bosch figure had an excellent likeness as well. So what are your thoughts on this figure? Will you be picking it up? Until next time, thanks very much for watching.